Sorry, checking to make sure that there's actually a good shot here. It's amazing what making videos, posting videos makes you do, you know. I was like, well, I don't care the quality of the videos, and you know, here we are. I'm like, is it a good shot? Does it look good? Yeah. I told myself I'd never turn into that. But anyway, this is center. Can you see it? How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing absolutely amazing. It is a beautiful, beautiful late morning here, and we're at the perfect time of year. It's cool at night. You know, we're getting down into the 40s, 50s at night, but the skies are clear. So as soon as that sun comes up, it's still cool, but the sun's nice and warm. And it is beautiful, guys. Absolutely beautiful. And we don't always get late winter springs like this here in Florida. Sometimes we'll have a absolutely stunningly cold winter, then we just like boom, 90 something degrees. But it's been a just beautiful winter this year. Mild, just gorgeous. And the fruit trees are loving it. You already know what this is right here. This is a Fairchild Canistel. And Canistel, the egg fruit, the egg custard fruit, I'll tell you what, unless you grow them yourself or have somebody that does, you're not going to get the full experience. I know that. Okay, there's certain big fruit companies online based in Miami, okay, that sell tons of exotic fruits. And I'll tell you what, I've bought in quite a few of it, and you just can't compare it. You cannot ship this fruit right here, which is perfectly tree ripened, okay? I was checking out this morning. I just touched it, and it fell off the tree, okay? Beautifully ripe. I mean, it's gives to pressure slightly, but bounces back. Came right off. The color is just gorgeous. I mean, it's a deep orange yellow. The flesh inside from the little scar where it came off the tree looks amazing. And you can't ship fruit like this. It won't last, even if it's just in shipping for a short while. It's going to get banged up and bruised or attract flies in shipping. You can't. You have to ship hard, unripened fruit. No matter what, it's just what it is. Unless it's a hard-shelled fruit or something that's going to ship well, which most fruits don't. It's a reason why they're not really large commercial fruits here in the U.S. And Canistel are one of those. You cannot pick a Canistel early, and, well, you can pick it early and have it soften up, but you're not going to get the full, perfect flavor that you would if that softened up and ripened up properly on the tree. It's just what it is. So you have to grow it yourself, guys. You got to grow these fruits yourself, or you will never, ever get to experience the amazing flavors some of these fruits and these herbs and spices have. And some of them are just mind-blowingly delicious. Anyway, this is a Fairchild #1 Canistel, grown 100% in a pot from an air layered tree. And the air layer is about 3 years old, and right now has about 20 fruits on it, and is actually flowering again. So this is the first fruit I've gotten off of it for the year, and there's still another 18, 19 fruits on there. And it's not very large. They would probably be larger, of course, if they were in the ground, but Fairchild is not a very large fruit regardless. I've seen other trees and gotten fruit from them, but this is going to be my first taste of the actual Fairchild #1 itself, and looks good. Yeah, it's a pointy fruit, really pretty. The aroma, well, it smells not a very aromatic fruit. Canistel aren't. You can smell kind of like a bit of a funky eggness to it. It's got that tropical funk smell. But there's a Fairchild #1, very characteristic pointy fruit, not very large fruit to begin with. Some of the other Canistel varieties are much larger. And I don't have a knife or anything on me, so I'm literally just going to pop this open. Look at that. Just splitting wide open. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that color. That is... got some on my finger there on the bed of my truck. That is gorgeous. Look at some Canistel are juicy. Until right now, this one's more of a dry type, like an egg yolk consistency. Look at that. It's like dead on for an egg yolk. Look at that. 2 big seeds by the look of it. And the best flesh, because I've eaten some of these before. Not this particular variety, but I've eaten Canistel before. And some of the best flesh always around the seed there. Look at that color. Oh, now you're getting the smell, yeah. It smells like a fruity egg yolk, for real. It really does. Kind of a chalky, funky egg yolk smell. Interesting. Look at that color on that. Hopefully you can. I'm not looking at the camera completely. Hopefully the sunlight's giving it some nice color. And let's see. Fairchild #1 pot-grown air-layered Canistel. That, wow. Okay, first off, it's crazy how much like egg yolk that is. That is, I'm licking my fingers here, by the way. Okay. Sticky. It is sticky. I'm gonna tell you right now. Take an egg yolk, dead serious. Mix it with sugar, a little bit of cinnamon, and vanilla, raw vanilla extract, and that's what that tastes like. Yeah, it's got a little bitterness to it. You know, cinnamon has a little bitterness to it. Yep. It's like you put too much cinnamon into it. So, 100% consistency of boiled egg yolk, cinnamon, sugar, and vanilla. Wow, that tastes good. That is really good. I mean, the consistency I could see throwing some people off, because it is dead on like egg yolk. That is dead on sticky, sugary egg yolk. But the flavor, I mean, nothing else, no fruit that I've ever had tastes like that. And I'll tell you what, egg fruit suits it. Some skin there on that. Yeah, that is consistency of a dessert, like a sweetened egg yolk dessert. Very good. I don't think you could eat too much of it as it is by itself. Definitely, you take this out, mash it up so it's creamy and smooth, because it's like a firm egg yolk. That's super creamy. But just so you break it up some, and you either put that in smoothies or wow, that's good. You make a bread out of this. Not a lot, maybe a cup of flour, a little bit more sugar to up the sweetness from that plain flour. A bit of baking soda, 2 or 3 Canistel, and a little bit of salt, and make that into pancakes or like a pound cake bread. That's what I like doing with the ubi, the purple yams. It's stunningly amazing, and this would do perfect for that. Yeah, because the texture, it's so rich. It's a very rich fruit. You could not eat more than one of these. It's just so packed with flavor. I'm trying to look at the camera here from the sun. So packed with flavor, it's just too rich. You can't eat. You can't eat a ton of it. But to put in the smoothies every morning, to put in a dessert, just blend it up and put it over some ice cream, or just blend it up and just freeze it. Yeah, just blend it up, freeze it, maybe cut it with a bit of cream or milk, you gotta cut that richness. Yeah. Sitting here eating it, it is so filling and so packed full of just rich sweetness. You know what I mean? It's not a clean sweetness like an apple or something. You could eat like 3, 4 apples if you like apples, or a handful of grapes. They're clean, they're watery. This is such a sweet, dense, dessert-filled fruit. Yeah. So there you guys go. I'm actually going to go finish this because it's a small fruit, thankfully. Because if it was any bigger, I wouldn't be able to eat it all. But there's a quick little review on the Fairchild #1 Canistel, guys. Superb flavor. Flesh, dry, egg yolky. Sticky, dry egg yolk. And I already described the flavor. It's really good. That is really good. I've mail ordered Canistel before, the only ones that I've ever eaten before, mail ordered, and they were horrible. No sweetness. Some of them were extremely bitter. And again, I'm not going to mention where I got them from, from Miami, and they were horrible. They arrived rock solid, and they took about a week and a half to ripen up, and just no flavor. Some were super bitter, but tree ripened. Yeah. I've learned not to go by what other people grow when it comes to fruit, because I don't do organic, but I'm organic, in that I don't use chemicals and all this crap really, and it makes a big difference. Using your own compost, using manure, fruit does taste different when you give it just a little bit extra. If you're just growing fruit with a bunch of nitrogen dumped on it, you're losing that flavor. But if you've got compost, manure, and mulch, and the fungi are breaking it down, the flavors of your own trees, even in pots, are notched up so much farther than what you're going to get from other people. And this Canistel, yeah, really proves that. Because I've had 20, 30 other Canistel fruits. I've tried them at, fruit conventions. I've tried them at plant sales. And letting this 100% ripen on the tree, and it really makes a big difference. So I'll let you guys go. 12 minutes of me yakking. But, yeah, don't think you can't grow tropical fruits. These guys are in 5-gallon pots. And I'm going to get, almost 20 fruits or whatever off the one tree. And it tastes amazing. I fertilize them with water from my tilapia tubs and my crayfish tubs. We're going to make a video on those. And so they're getting basically, fish tank water, lots of nutrients in there. They're getting compost from my pigs, chicken manure mixed in with that, and it really makes a difference. So, love you guys. Grow food. And, yeah, you can even grow those tropicals in large pots. And it is definitely 100% worth it. The Canistel are coming in. I will have some sapote coming in, different ones. And the sapodillas coming in. Ice cream beans are actually flowering in the pots. Just beautiful. See you guys later. Grow that food. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. And, yeah, check back later in the year. I'm going to air layer all of my Canistel and sapodillas this year. And air layers do extremely well in pots if that's what you want them for. And, yeah, and they're amazing fruits. Not as good as sapodillas, but this Canistel was really good. Literally, I'm going to go probably stick it in the blender, go in the house, stick it in the blender, add just a little bit of milk to it and some salt. I think it would benefit from just a little titch of salt. And I'm going to go make me a smoothie. Oh, yeah. Maybe put it in the freezer and let it get nice and frosty. That sounds good, actually. I'm going to go do that. So if you want to do it, get off your butt and grow some of these amazing fruits, guys. It's the only way you will get to taste these amazing fruits at their best potential. You can't really do that through the mail. See you later. Where's the off button on this camera? I'm looking into the sun. Oh, I just worried there. I'm looking like, why is it not filming? The numbers weren't going up. I'm like, oh, crap. And then I just sit here and talk for 15 minutes to myself. Yep, I've done that before. I have. I've made videos for you guys, and it's then I look at it and like, yeah, file corrupted when I go to the uploaders. I'm like, oh, really? I sat there for 30 minutes talking to myself. It actually happens more often than you would think. Or for some reason the volume screws up, or whenever the file gets corrupted, going to YouTube or wherever I'm downloading it, that happens quite a bit. Or I had my, or it's something on the lens or something. Fairchild #1 Canistel egg fruit. Mwah. Yeah, good tasting fruit. Very tasty. Very good.